Hey, what's up, my dudes? Team USA not going to be participating in the 2021 Motocross of Nations. Basically, if you don't know motocross, the Olympics of motocross, right? So this really caught me off guard when I saw all this come around. I'm reading something off of Racer X. This was posted on September 3rd. It's official. Team USA will not attend 2021 Motocross Nations. It was confirmed at Fox Raceway at Paula whenever they had the pro race there. And apparently it's all because of all the issues that are still going on right now in the world. But this kind of caught me off guard here. I'm a little confused. So if you guys don't remember, last year they just completely canceled it for everybody, right? But then now this year they're going to have it, but the USA is just not going to show up. We're just not going. We're just not going to go. Like, that's very weird. I mean, you can almost draw an exact comparison to the Olympics where they didn't have it last year when they were supposed to, and now this year they did have it. It would be as if the USA was just like, we're not going to show up to the Olympics this year, even though everybody else is still doing it and participating in it. It just seems so weird. Like, I don't understand. I mean, everybody's having to deal with this same issue. It's not like anybody else has a differing, the people that aren't actually from the certain country where this race is supposed to be, I mean, they have to find ways to travel there. They probably have to find ways to fly there and everything else. I mean, I get the USA is like pretty far away from. It's supposed to be in Imola, Italy, I think is how you say it. So it's like, yeah, I mean, if you literally live in Italy, you can kind of make the argument that it's going to be harder for USA to get there with all the issues going on in the world right now. But like, there's people from like literally all over the country all over the world going to this. Let me clarify, not country, people all over the world going to this. So I just don't really understand it, because even though we don't go, some country's still going to win it, just like if we was there. So it's just one more race to add to the history book of losses for the USA. I mean, if you don't go, you take a loss, basically. That's kind of like not showing up to one of the rounds in Supercross in the United States. I mean, for whatever reason, if you can't make it, you lost that race, dog. Like, it kind of just is what it is. This goes on to say, like I say, you can read this on Racer X. All you got to do is type in Google. What did I type in here? 2021 Motocross Nations, like USA not showing up, something like that, and you'll find it. It's basically the first post on there. And it says, due to the sizable financial risk faced by all team stakeholders and the unknowns in play here, we came to the unanimous conclusion that suspending our participation was the responsible decision. That's coming from the AMA Director of Racing, Mike Pelletier. I don't know how to say that. Seems like I've heard that name before, though. It goes on to say, the AMA takes great pride in our efforts to compete in the Motocross of Nations each year, and we hope to return to the Motocross of Nations in 2022. I mean, I get it. I totally understand it. But at the same time, it's like, if they're gonna have it, you need to participate. If everybody else can make it there and participate, you need to make it there and participate. I mean, I guess maybe you can call me crazy, I don't know. And yes, I understand there's way more factors to it than what I can even understand. So, like, that's what I mean by I get it, but at the same time, it's like, if they think the world is good enough to still run the Olympics of motocross, like, if you don't show up, that's on you. That's not like oh, well, it's okay because the USA didn't show up this year, so we'll just kind of say that, oh, well, the USA didn't win because they weren't there, or whatever the case may be. And by the way, I know the USA's been losing for like a decade now, but still yet, though, you see what I'm saying? It's like there's not going to be any slack or mercy put because the USA couldn't make it because of this. So, you know, whatever. Nobody's going to give a shit. They're still running the race, bruh. They're still running all the shit. And, I mean, I could be wrong on this, but I'm pretty sure every other major country is still going to be showing up to this. So, it's just bizarre. Of all things, I can't exactly figure it out. I mean, like I say, I understand the reasoning behind it, but it still doesn't make it make sense as to why they're just not going to go. You know what I'm saying? Because this is like big time with it's the only time that motocross racing, every country competes like that, unless those certain people are already competing in the United States Championships in motocross or supercross. So it's a big deal, and we've not won in a long time. And for us to just not go to one of them that they're still having, I don't know, bro. I don't know. That just definitely shocked me when I first read that. I was like, why the hell would we not be competing in that? It's just very, it's been weird ever since this all came around. I thought the 2020 outdoor season, having 9 rounds instead of 12, you know, having 6 less motos, and basically half of the rounds being at an amateur motocross track at the Loretta Lynn's track. It's like, dude, I don't even really count the 2020 motocross season because it was so jacked up. It was just so different than what a normal motocross season would be like. You know, and then it's just bizarre at this point. It's like the USA's care and or attention is just slowly drifting away from the motocross of nations. It's like it's been doing that for the past 10 years. I don't know if any of you guys have kind of noticed that, but it's like we just care less and less and less about the motocross nations. You know, the top guys in the USA have just been opting out of going. They just say, I don't even want to go this year. I think Tomac's done that a couple times. So then we have to send like our B-tier level dudes over there. And it just seems like such a weird thing because everybody in the USA is so focused on Supercross. It's like motocross is our B-level dirt bike racing sport. And then to go over there and do that with guys that's their A-level, that's their only real dirt bike racing sport that they have in their country. It's like twisting 2 different worlds together and twisting 2 different animals together nowadays. And I don't know, this just plays into that a little bit, in my opinion. It just seems like it's just less and less of the focus is put on motocross and motocross nations, and it's all put on Supercross. But that's just kind of something I've noticed myself. But yeah, just want to get in here and kind of, if you guys haven't seen that yet, just wanted to let you know. Kind of give you the quick little points on it here on the Racer X post. So yeah, they're not going because of the sickness that's going around, and that's their main reason, basically their only reason of not going. That with international travel, yeah. So, seems as if this is still causing issues a year and a half later. Very bizarre to me how they think they can have a full Supercross series in 2022, but then not go to the Motocross Nations that was just 3 months before that. I'm very confused about that. I mean, I get you don't have to travel, but like there's 10,000 other things that go into trying to run a full Supercross series. It seems very weird. But I don't know. It sucks for sure that they're not going because it's just, like I say, they missed out. I mean, it's still going to happen. There's still going to be a winner, and it's still going to go down in the history books, but the USA is not there at all by their own choice, or whoever the people that control it choice is, right? I can't say by their own choice because it's not literally everybody in the United States is saying don't go. But, you know, whoever's running this party decided not to go, and so that's basically be chalked up as a forfeit, as you'd call it, because they're still going to run it. There's still going to be a winner, and when you look back at the history books 20 years from now, they're still going to count this year, you know. They're not going to just not count this year of Motocross Nations race. So, yeah, man, either way, definitely let me know down in the comments what you guys think. And I'll see you boys on that next video. Later, dudes.